The long movie is more boring than the short one. The long movie is more boring than the short one. Do you like chocolate? Asked. Do you like chocolate? Asked. My son was a senator. My son was a senator. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. I'm sorry I couldn't help you. He invested in real estate and made a profit as a result. He invested in real estate and made a profit as a result. He wrote an opinion piece on the impact of social media on relationships. He wrote an opinion piece on the impact of social media on relationships. He rarely takes a taxi. He rarely takes a taxi. But you also need to help us. But you also need to help us. This is the restaurant where we had our first date. This is the restaurant where we had our first date. Are we failing after 5 months? Are we failing after 5 months? Have you ever been to Berlin? Have you ever been to Berlin? Quality is more important than quantity. Quality is more important than quantity. When the concert is over, I will have listened to my favorite band live. When the concert is over, I will have listened to my favorite band live. Were they craftsmen last year? Were they craftsmen last year? Please don't blame yourself. Please don't blame yourself. Give birth. Give birth. I'll go forward in 2 weeks. I'll go forward in 2 weeks. It's easy to make mistakes. It's easy to make mistakes. Extra fit and fair man feeds fat cows. Extra fit and fair man feeds fat cows. Sorry, I can't sit here. Sorry, I can't sit here. Sharks are the deadliest predators in the ocean. Sharks are the deadliest predators in the ocean. I can fall any day. I can fall any day. We should call our parents more often. We should call our parents more often. You weren't a window cleaner every month. You weren't a window cleaner every month. I go to the bookstore to buy a book. I go to the bookstore to buy a book. If something like this happens again, call me, okay? If something like this happens again, call me, okay? Someone else will die in 13 minutes, unless I find him first. Someone else will die in 13 minutes, unless I find him first. Won't run fortnight. Won't run fortnight. Opposition. Opposition. How melodious. How melodious. He can't wonder after 5 in the morning. He can't wonder after 5 in the morning. Text. Text. There is a trash can under the table. There is a trash can under the table. They rarely think. They rarely think. He wants to adopt a pet. He wants to adopt a pet. He bought new shoes. He bought new shoes. Can be connected every year. Can be connected every year. He has $24. He has $24. Cannot be selected now. Cannot be selected now. Should not be created often. Should not be created often. The black cat crossed the street in front of me. The black cat crossed the street in front of me. His nephew was a postman. His nephew was a postman. We lie at dawn. We lie at dawn. I had rehearsed the song before I went to the show. I had rehearsed the song before I went to the show. I don't care. I don't care. I don't know your friends. I don't know your friends. He wants to buy a new phone. He wants to buy a new phone. Did not work. Did not work. He thanked. He thanked. Added soon. Added soon. Can you please call me when you arrive? Can you please call me when you arrive? Toy. Toy. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. They have to finish their homework before they go to play. Real estate agents. Real estate agents. I didn't want a big house. I didn't want a big house. Can we source? Can we source? The car parked outside belongs to my neighbor. The car parked outside belongs to my neighbor. Can't you see after 3 seconds? Can't you see after 3 seconds? He will study English at university. He will study English at university. I'll call you back when I'm done with my meeting. I'll call you back when I'm done with my meeting. His friends are self-employed. His friends are self-employed. He is a successful entrepreneur. He is a successful entrepreneur. You were attacking. You were attacking. Your contribution to the project is greatly appreciated. Your contribution to the project is greatly appreciated. He has been working on this project for a week. He has been working on this project for a week. They're not going on vacation, are they? They're not going on vacation, are they? I've been studying English for 2 years, he told his friend. I've been studying English for 2 years, he told his friend. I have to go home. I have to go home. Won't it take off at dawn? Won't it take off at dawn? We studied English grammar. We studied English grammar. What is breakfast included? What is breakfast included? I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. I could hear the sound of thunder in the distance. As you know, we have a competition every week. As you know, we have a competition every week. He was riding a bike when he fell. He was riding a bike when he fell. I bought a dozen eggs from the grocery store. I bought a dozen eggs from the grocery store. I was surprised to see him there. I was surprised to see him there. Can be a consultant every day. Can be a consultant every day. I have many books. I have many books. It's raining heavily. It's raining heavily. Should he collect it next year? Should he collect it next year? Were you watching TV all day before realizing you had a lot of work to do? Were you watching TV all day before realizing you had a lot of work to do? Can't decide in an hour? Can't decide in an hour? Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? Wouldn't it be a monthly horseman? These days. These days. Not a judge now. Not a judge now. Where can I find laundry detergents? Where can I find laundry detergents? I will study for my exam tomorrow. I will study for my exam tomorrow. They want to adopt a cat from a shelter. They want to adopt a cat from a shelter. Can you help me with this heavy box? Can you help me with this heavy box? Also take a look. Also take a look. I want to go to the park, my friends want to go there too. I want to go to the park, my friends want to go there too. This is his book. This is his book. Let's go back. Please John. Let's go back. Please John. Pan. Pan. He can go on vacation next week. He can go on vacation next week. He upgraded his phone to the latest model. He upgraded his phone to the latest model. By the time he returns, I will have cleaned the whole house. By the time he returns, I will have cleaned the whole house. You must arrive on time for the appointment. You must arrive on time for the appointment. I did some work last weekend. I did some work last weekend. Try. Can then connect at 5 a.m. Can then connect at 5 a.m. He is sitting next to me. He is sitting next to me. It wasn't a climb. It wasn't a climb. I just want them to like you. I just want them to like you. My brother-in-law is assistant cook. My brother-in-law is assistant cook. After a week we may not be afraid. After a week we may not be afraid. What is the name of the professor giving today's lecture? What is the name of the professor giving today's lecture? He is my brother. He is my brother. Then, he will finish his homework before watching TV. He will finish his homework before watching TV. Do you have a car for people? Do you have a car for people? Didn't you set a monthly limit? Didn't you set a monthly limit? Where can I find the baby food section? Where can I find the baby food section? Do I never measure? Do I never measure? He is on a vacation. He is on a vacation. The weather is too cold for swimming. The weather is too cold for swimming. Which country are you from? Which country are you from? We can't finish the game until we have all the pieces. We can't finish the game until we have all the pieces. Did we dress up last year? Did we dress up last year? 3 afternoons you are a jester. 3 afternoons you are a jester. Was his grandson a drummer? Was his grandson a drummer? I'll go tomorrow. I'll go tomorrow. Did we expect something else? Did we expect something else? If you want a lot of money you can save money and you have to work. If you want a lot of money you can save money and you have to work. Their cousins are bounty hunters. Their cousins are bounty hunters. It is a wonderful rice dish. It is a wonderful rice dish. How can we get permission for these apps? How can we get permission for these apps? We watched the movie twice. We watched the movie twice. I need to book a hotel for my upcoming trip. I need to book a hotel for my upcoming trip. I hope you don't get lost again. I hope you don't get lost again. Everything seems to be going wrong. Everything seems to be going wrong. I was in bed after 4 weeks. I was in bed after 4 weeks. Sorry, I'm not sure what you want. Can you clarify? Sorry, I'm not sure what you want. Can you clarify? I wish they had saved money for emergencies. I wish they had saved money for emergencies. His friends were scientists. His friends were scientists. They went to Italy last summer. They went to Italy last summer. We visited the museum many times. We visited the museum many times. Let me see yours. Let me see yours. Aren't we players soon? Aren't we players soon? The decision remained under the influence of the public. The decision remained under the influence of the public. 8 o'clock. 8 o'clock. I had an accident last night. I had an accident last night. Must be defeated. Must be defeated. Rarely hit. Rarely hit. When should you give up your place in public transport? When should you give up your place in public transport? Can you describe the injury in detail? Can you describe the injury in detail? May not improve often. May not improve often. Could they be designers last year? Could they be designers last year? Are our brothers golfers? Are our brothers golfers?